Hello again, this is the continuation of the Cadenza by Joseph Joachim from the Concerto by Mozart, Concerto number 4 in D major. So we are now in measure 228, where we've landed on some chords. So right before that we have, so you have to do break the chord, and we have some fifths which are a little awkward. So of course, I'm assuming that you know how to play double stops at this point, but if you have to practice them, practice the left hand alone. That would be a really excellent exercise. And also practicing just the double stops instead of triple stops. So just playing, even playing one note at a time. You know, practicing each one individually. But also as double stops. So like in measure 229, for example, you would play the A and the F natural. And then going back to the previous measure, you could go C and G, play each one twice, then go to B flat, G flat, It helps to play those little rhythms in between in measure 228. So finding those two notes, then shift down to first position. Okay, so I would focus on the bottom first, since that's where the melody is throughout the measure 228. Okay, and then of course you've got to be strong with the left hand so you can vibrate on those top notes. Okay, and then measure 229, I start that passage in fourth position, the A with first finger. Then I go to sixth position, 2 and 4. Well, actually I start down bow. Sorry. And don't be afraid to play harmonic from time to time, like this one right here. Okay, so we have these little suspended little passages. I start down bow at 229 on the arpeggio, and I separate that last downbeat in measure 230, and then the same thing I do in measure 231. So this is how I do it. So measure 232, I end on an up bow on that F. So again, be aware of what chords you're playing. So in measure 231, can you figure out what chord that is, what key you're in? D, F, B flat, D. So maybe you're aware that when we create a chord or arpeggio, it has to be 2/3, 2 interval of a third twice in a row. So if we have D, F, but is a third, but then F to B is a fourth. So what do? Well, we displace that B flat on top to an octave lower, and then we have the 2/3 in a row. So we have B flat, B flat, D, and F. So now you can see in measure 231, it is a B flat major chord or arpeggio. So you can go back down, and the beginning of that measure 231 has a B flat, D and B flat. So that makes it pretty obvious, right?